What's up, guys? This is Marty Sliva here with Casey Lynch, and we are here to rewind the Dark Souls 2 Despair trailer.
What's going on?
Not too much. So first thing we see here is, we're going to see this a lot through the trailer, is a kind of a gray reveal of this character. And one interesting thing is this trailer is pretty much highlighted by a single character. It's this guy. He has kind of a Nordic feel to him. He's always wearing furs. I have a theory on who he is, so we'll get into that later. A lot of shots of this coastal area with ruins in the background. You can see him kind of looking melancholy and looking out towards the ocean, this ruins. And yeah, when we talked to FromSoft, they wouldn't say where the where the game is set, but they said where it is set is important to the story. So we know it's not Lordran, but it's going to be somewhere I think connected. Here we have confirmation that there is bonfires, that there is kindling. So this is absolutely something that's going to continue in the game.
Yep, and it's worth noting that his armor is the same set that we saw in the initial reveal trailer that was CGI.
Yeah.
And that's different, it looks like we're going to be playing as a character versus sort of this nameless undead hollow
Absolutely,
person.
yeah. And yeah, the two characters, I mean, you don't have the sorceress from the reveal trailer, those kind of shy guy ninjas that appear in this, but here this gets a good look at the environment, and this place is actually important. I think this is a hallway in a place called the Mansion of the Dragons, and we were told that it's a sort of compound where they did experiments on dragons. You have here, it looks like a lakeside, it looks like you're standing on a dock. A lot of these shots highlight kind of new particle effects and lighting that's in the game. A fortress that kind of looks like Anor Londo. You got shots of the woods. Just really great environment. And so we have a environment here. The next few shots are all kind of highlighting the same sequence. And so he's looking down in this hole, and then you have this kind of gorgeous moment of him walking through a cave towards a bonfire. And as you can see here, I mean, the lighting and the physics system is absolutely upgraded in this.
Yeah, it's really a departure from what we saw, especially in Dark Souls, where many of the environments were very static.
Yeah,
you ran
absolutely.
through them, they just sort of just sat there.
So I'm going to go back. There's a few things in this trailer that you really need to pause in order to see. But there's a sort of a demon that appears through the trailer, and this place is they refer to as the torture chamber. And this might be, in an earlier interview, they mentioned how they wanted vehicles to be incorporated.
Oh God, that just looks terrible.
I know, right? And so, yeah, this
it's the no dodge zone.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure you're just seconds away from being ran over by this chariot. This is the Mansion of the Dragons, again, a place where they did experiments. And as we saw in the gameplay, as you walked down this area, the bones actually shifted and just almost crushed the character, and he had to jump out of the way.
Yeah, there's a one-time attack where the head actually sort of disengages or disconnects from the rest of the body.
Yeah.
And we saw that actual chariot sequence as well in the gameplay. If you didn't check that out, we have a 12-minute demo actually on IGN right now.
It's pretty amazing. So this is what I was talking about. You have a character walking through, and then you get a half a frame of this guy. And he comes up a little later. I mean, he looks like a demon. He looks kind of like Diablo.
So who do we think this is, Marty?
So I have some theories. Let me show you the next time we see him, which is right here. It feels like it's the same guy as here.
Holy cow.
And so I don't know who this is. I don't know if this, the way it's shot, like in a movie, it almost seems like this is another half of the character. Like, I don't know if this character goes through a transformation, but, so my theory on this guy is that you're actually playing a prequel and that he's Gwyn, who's ultimately the, final boss of the first Dark Souls.
The main character, not the demon.
Yeah, the main character.
Right.
And that, his backstory was, he was a warrior who had to defeat the dragons in this kind of ancient war, and in doing that, he, sort of just became corrupted and became a lord of this. And amazing shot here. We know that the game is absolutely, 100% focused on dragons. It's a huge theme of the game, a huge theme of the world, and, again, leads me to believe that this is a prequel during that dragon war, the time where dragons were absolutely, prevalent, whereas by the time Dark Souls came around, they were all but extinct.
So now, this shot right here, the city, flying buttresses, towers, is this Anor Londo?
I don't think it's Anor Londo. To me, it looks more like the painted world of Ariamis.
Interesting.
There's a shot that, we'll have some screenshots on IGN, but there's a shot of this character crossing a bridge, and the angle at which it's kind of viewed looks exactly like a shot from the painted world, almost like the painted world was thousands of years after this, because we don't actually know where that was in terms of time. It was sort of this like alternate dimension that Priscilla ended up going through.
Correct. And then in the first reveal trailer, the CGI trailer, and we can cut to it here.
Yeah.
We actually saw that same bridge, but it was snowing, which was completely looked like a throwback
absolutely.
to the making your way to that world.
Yeah,
right,
absolutely.
as you jumped into the painting.
And so we have the logo here, and I don't know if I'm just being insane, but if you take a look at the way this scene is kind of framed, it looks like the logo is on the body of a dragon, and almost like it's breathing. So am I insane? I might be nuts.
Yeah, it's either that or that's just
shaky cam.
It's shadow from the fire.
Yeah.
So.
And then
it's
we
your
have
bonfire
here,
kindling.
we have some confirmations: PS3, 360, PC, which I'm sure PC fans are excited for. Still, we haven't got confirmation whether it's going to be next gen as well. What do you think?
My guess is that we will see it come to next gen. I'm not sure if it will launch on next gen, but we don't know when the game is coming ultimately. So that only time will tell.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this week is all about Dark Souls on IGN. So for everything else you want to know about Dark Souls 2, stay tuned to IGN.